Hey guys, Super123 aka John here. Welcome to episode number 46 of the Everton Career Mode. And just to let you guys know, in today's episode we have three big games to bring you guys. We take on Galatasaray at home in the Champions League, our final Champions League group game, as we hope to overtake Dortmund and finish in first place in our group, gives us the best chance of progressing in the Champions League. And also, we take on Manchester City at home and then Tottenham Hotspur away in the Premier League. I was considering making this a fully live episode because obviously taking on Man City and Spurs. I decided against it because in the Premier League, like Man City and Spurs are sitting in 10th and 11th, so I decided against it. And plus, I'm not entirely sure if it'll be possible due to I'm using a different headset than I was using at the start, which is obviously I was able to do the live comp for the FA Cup final in the first season. I can't promise you guys anything. I'm working towards it is basically the best answer I can give you for the moment. Anyway, we would take on Galatasaray here in the Champions League. We would play our second team in this game, like our second team the team sheet, because this game was obviously right before our league game against Man City. It's sandwiched in between two league games against Stoke, which I played off camera. You've seen the result at the start of the episode. And also, in the last game I sinned the game against Sunderland, well, I had sinned again, basically. And interesting thing is, I sinned it again. We won 4-1. Packwork was there, scored a hat-trick. And then he scored 2 against Stoke. So he's I'm not sure if he's the league's top scorer or if he's just like one of the top scorers in the league. I'm not too sure of that one. Anyway, for the first chance of this game, Hesse would swing the ball towards Lewis Cook, and the young midfielder would rattle the bar with his header. Then Dylan Bird would win the ball off Alex Tellez, and which will be saved by Cenk in the Galatasaray goal. Dylan Bird obviously has a habit of scoring whenever we decide to play him, the English cam, and went for it there. Anyway, the Galatasaray goalkeeper Cenk will give the ball away here. Batshuayi would feed Hesse, but Cenk would spare his own blushes by saving that shot there from Hesse and tipping it round for a corner. A good shot from Hesse, but at full stretch there, Cenk turns it round for a corner. So, and from the resulting corner here, be swung in by Hesse, except he would drill the ball out to his man near to the penalty area, James McCarthy. James McCarthy will go for a goal, and James McCarthy will find the back of the net with the finesse to make it Everton 1, Galatasaray 0. James McCarthy, the ball was drilled to him by Hesse from the corner kick, and he would finesse the ball right into the corner of the net. Excellent shot by James McCarthy, and he makes it 1-0 to Everton. Swivel on that shot, just sublime. I can't fault it, to be honest. And James McCarthy makes it 1-0. James McCarthy gets his first goal in the Champions League this season. And then with an excellent bit of skill, I felt like McLennan goes past the Galatasaray fullback. You might have to rewind in case you didn't see it. He feeds Michy Batshuayi, and in the stroke of half time, Michy Batshuayi with an excellent right-footed volley finds the top corner to make it Everton 2, Galatasaray 0. Philip McElhenney took the ball down the wing. Our young George Best finds Michy Batshuayi, and excellent control there. He chipped the ball up, went for the volley, and found the back of the net with aplomb. Right in the top corner as well. No chance for the Galatasaray keeper Cenk there, and he makes it 2-0. And celebrates with the man who assisted Philip McElhenney. You'll have to rewind to start that highlight just to see that bit of skill that McElhenney took to get past his man. He only has 4-star skills, so it wasn't like a scoop turn or anything, which I'm used to doing with the likes of Korea, who does have 5-star skills. Anyway, Galatasaray come forward here with Tellez. He gets the ball in towards his teammate Pozalu, I believe that's pronounced, and he would make it Everton 2, Galatasaray 1, as he gets the goal back from the Turkish side. And unfortunate to concede. Obviously, we would have to watch ourselves for the last 20 minutes of the game and obviously avoid conceding a second and losing our lead here. An excellent volley by the Galatasaray man to beat Bartrogovski in goal. First thing you really had to do all game, to be honest. But it would finish Everton 2, Galatasaray 1. So now you see here, full time, PSV 2, Borussia Dortmund 1. We finish top of our Champions League group. We overtake Dortmund. We had to win. We knew that, and we would have to hope that PSV would do us a favour, and they did duly just do that, as we finished on 11 points, Dortmund on 10. Following that, then you see in our round of 16 in the Champions League, we take on Saint Etienne. And I believe the first leg will be away from home because we finished top of our group. That's the way it works, basically, in the round of 16. So for the second game of today's episode, we take on Manchester City at Goodison Park, hoping to keep our title hopes alive. Obviously, we've had a good first half of the season and see ourselves top of the league ahead of Chelsea. And we welcome the visit of Man City. However, we're doing too well of late. So in 10th place in the Premier League, and you'll see that the team they field for this game isn't the strongest one either, as two of their players sitting on the bench. Also, we play our default starting 11 against Manchester City, with Callum Chambers facing off once again against his replacement, so to speak, Seamus Coleman. Not really his replacement, but the man signed him to replace Coleman. Now you see here, two former Everton men start. Number 37, Seamus Coleman, and number 43, Kevin Morales. You see, it's not a very strong team Man City have put out. They have Aguero and Aubameyang on the bench, though, so we have to be wary of that, and David Silva as well. So, Man City will get the first highlight here. Kevin Morales will be fed down the left-hand side. Number 43 takes it past Callum Chambers. He turns and spills the ball in, and Gamara, the attacker, goes for the overhead kick, but doesn't quite come off. Then Angelino, the young Spanish left-back, will play a 1-2 with Kevin Morales. Angelino would take the ball inside. It will be shot by Gamara again, and the shot will be saved by Tim Howard, as Man City kept piling on the pressure to us in this first half. So following that, Man City will get a corner here, and be swung in by Jesus Navas, and Wilfred Bonney would chest it down, and he would find, not sure who that was actually, but the shot would be saved by Tim Howard anyway, as it does finish Everton 0, Man City 0 at half-time. So following that, Lucas Hernandez will find Angelino. But Lucas Hernandez will have an awful gap here, tries to find Angelino again, gets picked up by Ross Barkley, and against the run of play, Paco Alcacer makes it Everton 1, Manchester City 0. We weren't in the game in the first half. Man City had all the real major chances of the game, but we take an undeserved lead with Paco Alcacer. A horrible mistake by the Atletico Madrid man, Lucas Hernandez, obviously having signed for Man City in game. Giving the ball away for Ross Barkley, trying to find Angelino, and Barkley slides in Paco Alcacer, and he beats Willy Caballero to make it 1-0 to Everton. You know, it's just another goal for him in the Premier League. I'm backing him to be the league's top scorer, and him to be the catalyst for us to win the league this season. I really believe him. I really rate Paco Alcacer that highly. He's 86 overall, for crying out loud, you know? And the number 10 gets his 10th goal in the Premier League this season. He was brought in January for 40 million to replace Romelu Lukaku. So following that, Man City would attack us here, and the header from Aubameyang would be saved by Tim Howard, and we would get it away here. Then Daniele Baselli would slide in Andre Carrillo. Andre Carrillo would turn inside the Man City defender, shoot, and his shot would hit the post, and Willy Caballero relieved to see that not challenging really. Jesus Navas would then play the ball forward. A catastrophic error from John Stones, and the ball, it's really a bit of a mess, but eventually Jesus Navas pokes into the back of the net after some, frankly, atrocious defending from us. I mean, it's hard to see on the little screen I'm looking at here what exactly happened. The Man City man goes for goal. Laporte tries to recover it. The Man City man shoots again. Eventually it finds its way to Jesus Navas, and he just pokes it into the empty net as Tim Howard tries to collect. So with Kevin Morales looking on, Jesus Navas makes it Everton 1, Man City 1, and gets the equaliser for the Sky Blues in this game. And I was disappointed, obviously, to concede in the last 10 minutes as well. But it would finish Everton 1, Man City 1. We take a point from this game against City. Obviously one of the better teams in the league anyway, with players like Lucas Hernandez, Aubameyang, and Aguero, of course, in their ranks. And not doing too well in the league this season, and neither are our opponents for the next game, Spurs. But we would simulate this game, a Capital One Cup quarter-final against Sunderland, and we use our kids team, basically our team full of kids, and we get beaten 4-1. And we got an absolute spanking from Sunderland. I can't believe, I never thought I'd say that, but we get spanked by Sunderland, and we're out of the Capital One Cup. But, you know, it's what I get for feeling such a weak team, I guess, and it's, I'm not really bothered about the Capital One Cup anyway. It would have been nice to get like some kind of a quadruple this season, as we still are in all the other three major competitions. Anyway, for the third and final game of this episode, we would visit White Hart Lane to take on Tottenham Hotspur in the league. Spurs sitting in 11th place at the start of this episode, and we are looking to take some points away from White Hart Lane, as it's still a very strong Spurs team. Pretty much like they haven't really made any bigger signings really. They signed Mamie and Tooth and Vince Abubakar, who's on the bench. That's really it. The rest actually do play for Tottenham in real life, and we would obviously play on Everton. Absolutely match. So as Tottenham are moving into well season, we hope to Tottenham. We don't have a very good record against them. Anyway, for the first half of this game, Ross Barkley would pick up some space. He would shoot, but it wouldn't trouble Michel Vorm too much. When Tottenham would come forward, Alex Pritchard would find Moussa Dembele. He would play back into Pritchard, past Laporte, and he would find the back of the net as well to make it Tottenham Hotspur 1, Everton 0 on the stroke of half time. He celebrates in front of the Spurs faithful as he makes it 1-0 to the Spurs. Pritchard finding Dembele. He gets around a couple of men. Laporte can't keep an eye on Pritchard, and Pritchard finds the back of the net past him. Howard, the number 24, using our number 24 to make it 1-0 to Tottenham. And a disappointing note to concede, that's for sure. And it's Spurs 1, Everton 0 at half time. So following that, DeAndre Yedlin will come forward for Tottenham, and he'll play the ball across to Song Heung-min, and Song Heung-min would have an impressive shot there, but it will be saved by Tim Howard as he tips it behind for a corner, and it falls to the Korean Son, and but Tim Howard was equal to it. And following this corner, then be swung in by Tottenham, or it wouldn't be. Son would find Moussa Dembele, and Dembele would go past his man, and again he would have a shot, and it would make it 2-0 to Tottenham. So very disappointing here. It wasn't a good performance from us at all. We were on the ropes here against Tottenham. We were up against it, and with just over half an hour remaining, Spurs will make it 2-0. So Dembele just goes past his man, and he finds the back of the net. And Tim Howard can't stop it, and Dembele makes it 2-0, and does finish 2-0 as well. Following that, we have some more player training for that McElhenney, young George Best, and O'Reilly, as he finally hit 60 overall, and we can see what squad size he has. He is showing great potential, apparently. And as you see here, we offer contracts to two of our players as they are out of contract at the end of the year, and we don't want them to go on pre-contracts. And so we offer £130,000 a week to Ross Barkley, and the same to Leighton Baines. We offer £100,000 a week to Leighton Baines. Ross Barkley accepts his, but Leighton Baines doesn't, because we couldn't afford it, so we had to adjust the budget. So that brings to a close, guys, episode number 46 of the Everton Career Mode. Stay tuned for episode number 47, and make sure to comment, like, subscribe. Look at this, a double header against Chelsea next episode. That's going to be amazing. Comment, like, subscribe. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.